Hello, everybody. I am Tripat. Thank you so much for being here. This is our channel, Opening Up the Closet, and we are here to just talk. We are here to basically just talk. You realize that we have so much going on in the world currently, and everyone is out there trying to look for how to survive, trying to look for how to put food on the table. And we go through things in our lives that sometimes we just want to leave tucked in our closet very neatly, folded up very nicely, and we don't even want to go there and scratch them or look at them or think about them. And that is why we are here. If you want to speak individually, always just call me so that we can have a session together. If you want to come and speak to people just so that you can encourage someone with your story, feel free also to call me. Thank you so much for being here once more. I figured out, since we are talking about what we have in our closets, how about I share what I have in my closet that sometimes I just don't want to touch or scratch. As much as I have dealt with mine, I mean, it can't be gone, completely. I have found a way to manage it. And I hope I will be helping somebody else out there to be able to manage it and not push it away, not tuck it away into the closet, to just get it out and talk about it because other people have gone through it too. Mine is about loss and grief, and I will share with you what I went through and the reason why I feel very good trying to let people talk about their issues, because talking helped me. This is 2007, or is it 2009? Sometimes it escapes me because I just like it when it's tucked, inside the closet there. I leave for work very early in the morning by 7:30. I had just, gotten my pay after working for a long time, and I was so excited. And I had just, bought new things for my house, my baby. I bought new clothes, some nice food, because we were just beginning life, my husband and I. So we didn't have the pleasantries, of having the choices of what we wanted, food, clothes, and stuff. So this was really, really good for me. I just paid my house help, and so she was also looking very excited. So I left for work at 7:30 and left my baby home, and he had a very small cold. I'd just given him some syrup to deal with cold and flu. So I get to work, and as we're still trying to organize ourselves to have this meeting, because it's the beginning of the month, I see a car that is familiar, and I see someone familiar too, my brother-in-law. Remember, my husband and I were just starting to live together, so we were not acquainted very well with my in-laws. So I decide to go and say hi, because at the same time I'm thinking this is an organization, so probably he has come here for work. So on my way to say hi, he sees me and says, "Ah, good, I was looking for you." And I say, "Oh, really? How can you do that without my phone number?" And he says, "I can't get your phone number. And I'm trying to call your husband and he's not picking." But I understand he was already, in a workshop in Nairobi. So he says, "We have to go to the hospital because your neighbors called, and the baby was not very fine, and one of the neighbors rushed him to hospital, and they called him because he was living in that house. He just moved out with his family less than 2 months before that day, so I think they still knew him better than us." So I say, "Okay, let me ask for permission." So I go to my bosses and ask for time away, and they allow me. So as we are leaving the gate, my mother-in-law calls and is trying to find out where we are. And I'm sitting there thinking, wow, this is a very nice family. My baby just has a cold. And my mother-in-law is already there. I felt very good. I felt very comfortable, very at home. So along the way again, my sister is local and they are also asking where we are, and I'm thinking, really, my baby just has a cold and everybody has turned out. This is great. This is very great. And then I said, probably because my husband is away and that is how they run. They do things in their family. So well, I was really really grateful. God knows I was. So as we get to the hospital, Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, then it was just called Russia, and we go to the children's clinic. And as I walk in, the mothers there with their children turn to look at me, and they look sad. And I'm thinking, oh well, I mean it's a hospital, you know. Then my mother-in-law comes and walks towards me, and she is teary. And I'm thinking, oh God, how bad can the cold be? You know, why is it making her so sad? Then the matron, I think, hears that I have arrived, and then she comes my way. And this is my auntie, my mom's sister. I didn't even know she was the matron there by then. And she's telling me, Teresa, you're here. This is your child. And I say, yes, Kyle Mitch, that's my child. And she says, oh, okay, and who are these people? And I tell them, these are the child's grandmother and the uncles and aunties, because my sister-in-law were already there. And then she says, oh, okay, then give me a second. Then she goes back, and I think probably she can't come back to face me, so she sends another nurse. And the nurse comes and says, please come with me. So as I'm going, every attention is on me. And I'm just wondering, where is my baby? I need to see my child. And then after a 5 minute consultation, the nurse comes and picks me and takes me to a room and tells me, be brave. And I say, okay, you know, I just want to see my child being treated. So then she opens the door and the room is dark. And I'm wondering, wow, is he sleeping? Then she turns on the light. And in a small tiny bed, I see my child with the same clothes I had left him with in the house. And remember, this is like less than 40 minutes ago. Well, running into 1 hour now, but by the time my in-law had come, that was just 30 minutes away since I left the house. And then I'm seeing foam in his mouth and his eyes shut. And I'm not seeing any sign of treatment going on. And I asked the nurse, what's happening? Why are you not treating him? And I think the nurse, they quickly realize I'm in denial, but I'm not in denial. I've not even known what is going on. I haven't even accepted if there's anything to accept here, you know. So I get really angry and I'm like, where is the doctor? Why are you not treating my child? And the nurse holds me and says, we tried our best, but we couldn't make it. And I'm thinking, a cold? You tried your best with a cold and you couldn't make it? What? And I remember well waking up about 2 hours later, and I'm still at the hospital, and I'm still demanding to know where my son is. And then slowly they bring in a therapist, a counselor, and I think they make me aware what's going on. And that's when it starts sinking in that, wow, my child is no more. But I'm thinking, this is 30 minutes later. Can someone tell me what happened? So they gather courage and tell me that my baby was choked on porridge by the caregiver. She was trying to force porridge down his throat, and it didn't go very well. And that is how that happened. And I'm sitting there looking around, and I see the lady who was taking care of my son sitting right there, barefoot, with a key in her hand. And I'm torn between strangling her, not looking at her, and so many things go on in my head. But I sit calm. Of course, I get really sad, and the fact that my husband is not even there, he's in Nairobi, and I'm wondering, has anyone told him about this? And this becomes the first darkest day of my life, the first one. I have gone through days, but this was the first darkest day of my life. The story is very long. I will continue in the next episode and tell you how this went on. Thank you so much for being here to listen as I talk. Asante sana.